streaming, and we should be live.
Something Moss.
Let's see. YouTube.
Something Moss.
Give me a second here, Moss. I appreciate your
I'm itching to
enthusiasm,
go.
Moss.
Get me going. Oh, I might have had it too high or something, but.
mintCast.
Oh, I might have had it too high or.
Because there was audio and then it just stopped. My assumption is he turned off his live now. Audio and then it just stopped.
Bum, 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 bum,
All right,
bum.
yeah. Okay, I hear me.
Something Moss.
Live now. Audio and then it just stopped.
Bum, 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 bum,
All right,
bum.
yeah. Okay, I hear me. I hear Moss.
Something Moss.
All right, Moss. Everything should be working.
Everything should be working. Something Moss.
All right, Moss. Test.
Everything should
Test.
be working. Test.
Test. Test.
You failed.
Everything should be working.
Test.
Test.
You failed. Test.
Test. Okay.
Okay.
Post the new one.
Oh, okay. Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bill, I stole your stream. Hey, Bill, I stole your stream. Can you hear us, Bill?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I had to steal the stream because we weren't broadcasting any audio. Did you mute your output?
I muted my Discord. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
that's
your
right. Yeah.
OBS is dependent upon your computer's audio output.
I'm used to doing it the other way with VDO, which I think now I know why we were having trouble with that. And I think it had a lot to do with Pi-hole, because I asked Steve about that. He's like, yeah, it's funny. My most technical savvy people are the ones that have the most trouble. And I said, yeah, that makes sense, because we have a lot of trouble on mintCast, and then like 3FT, it works every single time. So, and I think it's all to do with Pi-hole. But you've got the stream going then?
Yeah, I didn't know when you were going to be back.
I got a guy here looking at my bathroom. Try to...
Well, it's almost cliche, a trucker needing his toilet fixed.
Yeah. No, it's the tub. The tub's had a... it's made of plastic, so it, like, cracked and started leaking years ago, so I fixed it with flex tape. The 8-inch wide flex tape that you see on TV, which is actually pretty good stuff. But it doesn't last forever. So... But, yeah. Oh, here he comes again. I'll get back with you.
Okay.
Londoner says third time lucky.
Yeah, we got it.
Eric has not posted anymore.
Do we got listeners?
Well, apparently we have Londoner.
And Londoner is awesome. One listener. Hey, Londoner, how's it going? You're not joining us today?
No, we got rainstorm.
Oh, you got a rainstorm or he's got a rainstorm?
Yeah, we got a rainstorm.
I wish it would rain here. A lot. Like a lot.
Well, you don't want to be washed down the road, but...
I'm on a hill, I'll be fine.
Washed down the hill?
No, I'm on a hill. Everybody else, downhill of me will get washed out. I'll still be here. I'm okay if the rest of my HOA gets washed away. Because then I can dissolve the HOA. So have they picked a subject?
That would be nice.
Have they picked a subject? Yeah.
I didn't pick a subject.
Well, you and I basically aren't going to be on the next show. I mean, I
The
might.
subject is Majid has to come up with something. Majid already agreed to host. Oh, I just had a flicker.
Oh, and he's not going to be on today to help pick the subject, so it's going to be Bill picking the subject. Oh, you know what Majid should write about? That open source insulin pump.
Mm.
I'd love to hear about that. I
Does
don't
it
think
run
he
in
knows
Mint?
anything. No, an insulin pump that runs Mint, that would be awesome, but I don't think so. Oh, we need some more hosts. We need 16 hosts.
No. We were way overloaded at 6.
Yeah, but if we get like two
I mean,
more
unless you
hosts.
set up a rotation and say, okay, you 3 this week.
Yeah, but if we get like two more hosts and we have 6 again, and then, you know, we have a week like next week where 2 of us are going to be less available,
And we still have a 3-hour show. Yeah.
Our shows have been shorter, and our innards have been kind of short. I mean, interesting, because I wrote them, but
Of course.
short. I'm not narcissistic at all.
No, with you, it's the real thing.
Thanks, Moss. Did you see that both my brothers, well, 2 of my brothers joined the Discord?
No.
Yeah.
Are they named Joe and Joe?
Joe and Derek.
Ah.
So yeah, they both joined today, finally. I was hoping they'd come on the stream, but they said that they would try to listen in because Joe's going to be reorganizing his shop, and Derek is going to the gym. So. And Derek's in Hawaii, but he's on Oahu and not Maui.
Boy, Respawn reported he found a T590 for 560 euros. It's an i5 with 16 gigs. And I said, I got the same machine for my wife a year ago for 360 bucks, except it has an i7.
I have no idea what the availability of ThinkPads are in his location, so.
Yeah.
Respawn, why don't you jump on here? We're always happy to have you.
He always forgets which week it is. Heck, he posted that on July 15th.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's in the chat for mintCast General.
Ah.
I didn't even know we had a chat for mintCast General.
I didn't either. This is my first time seeing it.
Yep, top right corner, show chat.
Yeah, that was weird. I blame Bill.
10,000.
I was just looking to see where your brothers were. I can't get the other.
Well, if you go to public and you scroll up, you'll see where DJ Beck joined, and that's Derek Becknall, and then above that,
Yeah.
Joe H84. That's my brother Joe.
So how come DJ has a different last name?
Well, so does Joe.
Oh.
They're adopted. What do you want me to say?
Oh, okay. See, now that's the answer. Eric says, there we go, I'll be on in a little while. So he's supposedly going to join us in a moment.
I need to make some food here in a minute. That Kroger sushi was delicious, but didn't exactly fill me up. So, Bill, what you been up to?
Not much. $10,000 for a new tub.
Ow!
You know, honestly, it being a plastic tub, you should just go buy the tub and put it in yourself. It's some frickin' caulk.
Yeah, I think that's the direction we're gonna go. This guy came in. I didn't like him. This
What's
guy
the
came in,
company?
Bath.
I hear a lot of
Had-
commercials for Rebath.
Well, Rebath, is that one of those ones that come in and just put a new one on top of your old one?
Yeah.
They can't do that with a plastic tub because the epoxy does not that goes in between the new and the old. It doesn't stick to a plastic tub.
Like I
so it
said,
has
with a
to be-
plastic tub, okay, you have to disconnect the drain. You have to cut off the old caulk, clean it, throw away the old tub, put
There's
in...
some subfloor damage too.
Oh, okay,
It's-
okay.
So
It'll leak through.
yeah,
Hmm.
but I don't think it's $10,000 worth. I feel like I can get the whole damn bathroom done for that much.
Probably.
You know, every time we look, the prices go up.
Yeah.
We were just looking at beds yesterday, and we wanted to get adjustable frames and really, really, really good mattresses, and we're talking $4,200 for two twins.
Yep.
Now,
how much of
mind
the
you, these were
subfloor is-
the best beds we could find, but
How much of the subfloor is damaged? I mean, is it simply replacing... Is it first floor, second floor? Is there a basement?
It's right above, well, from where I'm sitting right here, I'm in the basement, and the bathroom is about, I think, about 30 feet away from me, directly above the hot water heater. The subfloor, the portion of subfloor that would have to be replaced is probably maybe 10 square feet, if that.
Like,
Just-
does the actual, like, supporting 2x4s, 4x4s?
No, those
so
are fine.
it's basically
They're like 2
some,
by 8s.
some drywall and some insulation?
Well, there's like 1 by 3s that sit on top of the joists. Those will have to be replaced because they've got some.
Okay, yeah, the thin ones that
Yeah,
provide a little bit of extra support overall.
And you
because
know,
there's
there's-
a bathtub there.
yeah.
The slats, essentially.
There's a bit to be done, but it's not beyond the realm of
Do it yourself.
doing.
Yeah.
I know. I just didn't want to have to take the time off to
I understand.
to
Believe me,
start the project
like-
and then actually get it done. Which
when
one
it-
do you need to change the battery in your smoke alarm?
Me. My wife is supposed to be going to pick up a whole bunch
what's
of
a
9
smoke
volts.
alarm?
Yeah.
You don't have a
it's me,
smoke
though.
alarm?
If this trailer burned down, it would be a blessing.
Well, the smoke alarm is to help you get out before it burns down.
Yeah, it's to help you, not
Yeah,
the
I
trailer.
probably couldn't get all my guitars out in time.
That's what the window's for.
We had a guy whose truck caught fire, and the only thing he was able to grab is his dog. He didn't even get his wallet or his keys. So
You got to pick something.
he had no money.
I had to
Somebody
pick the,
had to go down and get him. Oh, he had his phone, but no charger.
I had to pick the dog too.
I'd had the dog, my wallet, the charger, my keys,
no.
but that's just me talking shit.
My
too.
my wallet would have been on me. Of course, so would my phone.
Driving though, usually most of us have like a place, a little cubby, because you got cubby holes all over the place in these trucks.
You know, I'm insane, and I have a fanny pack. If I don't want it in my pockets,
idea.
I have a fanny pack. And my phone and my wallet are going to stay on me.
The phone is on a mount.
That's
The
true.
wallet
That's
is right
true.
in front of me.
But if I
I
had
would
to
have
pick,
all that shit.
if I had to pick between grabbing my phone and grabbing my dog, I'm definitely grabbing the dog. If I
Yeah.
had to pick.
I think his problem was the fire started right behind the firewall, right at his feet, and then it like blew under the floor, and then
Hey,
It
yeah, that sounds like it was
came
too
up
quick.
into the bunk. And there's all kinds of stuff to feed the fire back there.
Yeah,
so.
that sounds like it happened just too quick, and he had to get out.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna hate. He saved the dog.
Right.
Story has a happy ending.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody
we
got
got
hurt.
3 cats, 2 of which do not like to be picked up.
Generally, if there's a fire and you open a door, the cats are going to figure it out.
Uh-huh.
But no, talking about DIY, I mean, I don't like working on my own car in most instances with most things that need to be fixed. But once they start quoting prices, I tend to like it a lot more.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. For a fraction of that, I can get this all done.
Uh-huh. But it's the same thing there. I mean, no part of that sounds like it's overly difficult. It's just finding the time and then actually sitting down and doing it.
And I don't want to change any of the fixtures in there because I love the fixtures that are in there. So I would be doing this in such a way to where I would be building it around the plumbing that's already there, other than just replacing the trap and all that
Yeah,
stuff, you
the
know.
the most you would have to do is move the drain hole.
And that drain hole actually comes down a huge opening in the floor. Because I think well, that bathroom was done before we moved in about 15 years ago.
And that's so
And
much easier that the piping goes directly into the basement than if it went into, from the second floor down to the first floor. That would suck.
yeah, he we talked about putting a bathroom on the second floor once, but then I thought, oh God, because then the wife would have to go up there and clean it because those boys, no. But
Teenagers.
yeah,
Look, teenage girls aren't any cleaner. Don't let them lie to you.
I just don't want to have to go down that road.
So have you picked a topic for next week since I'm going to be, less active
Yeah.
on it?
So what Majid and I have been going back and forth on is he's wanting to set up this pie hole, and he's decided to go the Nextcloud Pi route. And what he doesn't have a good firm grasp on is the concept of DNS and port forwarding, and all of the things that are probably confusing to a lot of people. So we're gonna go over a lot of that stuff. Not necessarily setting up a Nextcloud, but like going over these fundamental concepts of what DNS is, how does IP version 4 work, what is the difference between static IP and dynamic IP, what is
An IP table, a local IP
yeah,
table,
IP table, what are some
firewall.
ways to combat like needing an IP, a static IP address, but you don't want to pay for a static IP address. You need to get like a dynamic IP, like
Dynamic DNS, yeah.
dynamic DNS. That's what I was trying to think of. That will update what your IP address is, periodically, and it's mostly just kind of a script being ran in a cron job, and you can set up basically this guy that runs DuckDNS. He just gives away A records to people to set up a dynamic DNS. Or if you already have if you've got a domain name through Namecheap, you can run the dynamic DNS through them. I don't think that costs anything.
I have one through Asus, and that doesn't cost me anything.
Yeah, so you can, if you've got the domain already, you can do it that way. But if you don't, you can just get one from DuckDNS and set your Nextcloud up that way, and it won't cost you anything. You just have to make sure that you've got that cron job running.
And I think my router is starting to die. I think I need a new router.
This thing, that was $179 for that Ethernet router, and that sucker.
I have
Is,
I have like network switches, unmanaged
got a
network
bunch of
switches,
those.
but those aren't excessively useful for what I need here. So I'll probably end up spending like $200 again on a Wi-Fi router that is pretty good. But it's not going to be today because I don't have $200.
Yeah.
Well, we're still having our fun time with Comcast that we call them and we say you're throttling our streaming speed, and They say, wait a minute, we found something wrong on your line. We can correct it from here. No, that didn't do it. Let's set up a technician visit. And then the next day, the robot calls and said, we found something on the line to your home and fixed it. And let us know if you still need the technician or not. How the hell do I know? I have to be throttled streaming to know.
I just tell them, no, it didn't fix it. Just
Well, it hasn't fixed it yet, and I have to call them back. Because they're
like
not, there's nothing wrong with our line. They're just throttling our speed.
Throttling your speed for what?
For streaming.
Oh, for streaming video?
Yeah.
Are you using the router they gave you?
No.
Go to, what is it, fast.com that's powered by Netflix?
Oh, is it?
Fast.com?
Yeah. Yeah, powered by Netflix.
Oh, it just reads it out.
Ooh,
530 meg.
Wow, I'm not supposed to have these speeds.
What do you got?
650. It was up to 900. I'm only supposed to have like 300.
I'm at 91.
I'm only supposed to have 300. I'm at 600.
Feel good.
600 Mbps down. Now I want to see what the up is. Okay, it says 540, but it got up to like 900 at one point. Now on the up, oh, it's locked in at like 20, and I'm supposed to have 30. But I'm okay with this.
So I'm 460 down, 360 up. No, 460 down, 490 up.
If I had fiber, I would get 500 down, 500 up, but I don't have fiber here.
That's what I got. And so far, that's...
Well, I'm running speedo.me right now, and I'm actually doing better than I did on Fast.
Well, Fast, because it's from Netflix, if you are being limited on streaming, then that's a good way to test.
If you're streaming at the time, perhaps.
Well, it's still Netflix's servers, so the speed is... If they're restricting your streaming, it would show on fast.com.
Well, anyhow, according to speedup.me, I'm getting 98.43 down and 12.52 up with 46 milliseconds latency.
That should be more than enough to stream.
Yeah.
Well, I stream for a couple of hours and then it starts stalling. And we have what has been working lately is to turn off what I'm watching, refresh the page, and then go back in. But that only works for like 10 more minutes.
What are you just watching on a browser? Is that how you're handling that?
Yep.
Now,
all our TV is coming from Amazon Prime, Hulu, you or Joe.
I also own my own modem. I don't know if you guys do that.
I do.
So I don't own the modem because it's...
Do you pay a monthly fee on the modem?
Well,
I pay a monthly fee on the router too, which I don't use. But they'll take it back, but they keep charging you for it.
The power company is rolling out fiber to the area, but it won't get to our house until May of next year, they say.
They've been telling me that they're rolling out like Verizon fiber in my area, and they're going to get to my area. And they've been telling me that, the entire time I've lived here, so 7 years.
Well, but last week they did get the city just up the road wired, and they got Luttrell, and they got Powder Springs, and they got Washburn, but they don't have Blaine yet. I don't know what they're going to charge us for it when we get it.
It's comparable to Comcast. It really is.
Yeah.
Well, right now, Uncle Joe has us paying nothing at Comcast, and that might be why they've throttled our speed. The budget plans get less bandwidth.
See, I don't want to change my plan right now unless, I get offered some crazy numbers for fiber, because I'm on a grandfathered plan from when it was Time Warner Cable, but Time Warner got bought by Spectrum, and Spectrum, if their ads weren't so geared towards get cable TV too, maybe they'd be able to convince me to buy something else, but they're really not. because I don't want cable TV.
That needs
Yeah.
to go away.
Well, I am now running Ookla's speed test, and it's getting me around 93. 93.48 down and a little over 10. Yeah, not quite 11 up.
Oof, that's pretty. 740, 1.0, a gigabyte down. 1.2, 1.4.
You might have gotten upgraded to gigabyte and didn't know it.
Yeah, well, I wish it was gigabyte up and down.
Symmetrical, yeah. I wonder how much more it would cost for me to get that turned on. Not that I need it though.
Not that I need it either. I think I do okay with 20 up.
Yeah. It's just the sheer number of devices I've got connected.
I have teenagers and I have a mild, device addiction.
Gee, what's that like?
You know exactly what's that like. I mean, how many computers are in the shot right there? At least 2.
7 right here, and then the one I'm talking on, and then my phone, and
so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Upstairs.
I have no clue what you mean.
Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just in 6, 7, and that's just in this room. And that's just what I know of right now.
And there's
8.
4 TVs upstairs that are either NVIDIA Shield or the Prime, the Fire Stick. And then 6 more laptops, 4 more tablets, 4 more phones. Lord have mercy.
I tend to sell off my old stuff.
Well, let me
Every
go.
single one of these things has got a use.
Yeah, let me go and look and see how many devices are actually connected to my network right now.
Yeah, I can do that too. So
oh boy.
Oh, 32 clients. 32 devices actively in use.
You guys are sick.
I'm aware.
holy shit.
Bill's probably got a lot more.
These can't be all IP addresses in use right now. Let me refresh this because it's enormous.
How many?
Right now it's got 4,096 assigned IP addresses.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah, because it's only 254 addressable within the namespace.
Oh, Washington Post today actually had a 6-question quiz on is it spam? And I would have got it perfect except for the fact that 2 of their pictures didn't load. I just see a symbol of a broken graphic. And I say, well, if it's a broken graphic, it's spam for sure. Yeah.
So there's 15 DHCP addresses. And then another 12 static IP addresses. So
Let's see, 192, 168.01.
Okay,
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
There are 33 devices connected over Wi-Fi.
Oh, Wi-Fi. Oh, that's.
And there are 2
that's
devices
a separate device.
Yeah, there are 2 devices connected wired. So I have 35 right now.
Okay, at the present time, I have 1 connected wired, which is the machine I'm on, and 5 connected wireless, and 1 connected 5G wireless.
I've only got 9 devices connected wireless, which is impressive considering how
Yes,
many devices.
yes, that is impressive.
And actually, my studio device is connected both Wi-Fi and Ethernet. I do
But
not know why.
I probably have a considerable number of those that are wireless that are like the switches for um, the Alexa device,
Oh yeah.
and then
But yeah, I'm
Alexa
not as
devices.
crazy as you guys.
A lot of this is infrastructure. I mean, it's, everything from our. It's less than it was actually because I've stopped using a lot of these pies in favor of Docker images.
There's
I
mine,
also
guys. I put it in general.
I,
Yeah, let me see
I also
this.
got 3 kids, and you got to remember each one of them has at least one laptop and a cell phone,
Yeah,
and then my wife has her
there's.
cell phone and a tablet, and then I have laptops and desktops, set top boxes, and cell
Yep, there's
phones.
3 kids here as
Well,
well.
we've got um, 3 cell phones in use, one of which is not a phone, but is still being used. Um, we've got 4 laptops in use, another one not in use. We've got 2 wired computers.
Let me see
And,
that
and then I also have the big monster Z800 back here that is not in use.
is Dale gonna come pick that
And
up or
2 fire tablets. I think that's it. Oh, our Alexa. We do have an Echo Dot that's not plugged in, but our regular Echo is.
Okay, there's my work laptop. There's my mini laptop. There's my gaming laptop. There's my daughter's, well, Kai's laptop, Tala's laptop, JoJo's laptop, JoJo's school laptop, Kai's phone, Tala's phone, JoJo's phone, um, my phone, Jackie's laptop, my desktop, the computer that's hooked up to the TV in this room, the computer that's hooked up to the TV in my bedroom. There's my tablet that's a convertible. Oh gosh, there's the Raspberry Pi, that's my Pi hole. There's the Raspberry Pi that I do testing on in the garage. And this is just the stuff actively used. We're not getting to the
Yeah.
stuff that's set on the side. And then there's the Kindle device that that I use for Ring, and then there's the Kindle device that I got from my grandma from when my grandpa passed away. Uh,
This does answer my question, why do I need a server? And the answer is I probably don't, but you guys do.
server, just that's implying one.
Yeah. Well, it was just me and my wife, even though we have several devices each. We tend to keep our backups offline.
I could probably come up with more on that list. I'm thinking of, because my son really likes the Nord N200 and doesn't want to switch over to that Motorola Edge, and I found out that I can't run the Oct4A on the Motorola Edge. I am thinking about either using one of the S7s, which will run it, or actually setting up one of my Pis to do it, to run my 3D printer. But I still need to figure out if it was just the fact that it was 100 and something degrees causing the heat creep,
Yeah.
or if it was the fan dying. So here in a day or two, because yeah, the real feel was like 115 for a few days there. So I'm not going to buy the new part yet. I will test some more, clean it out one more time, wait for it to cool down, print something at like 7 a.m. or something like that, and see if that helps. Oh, and Kai, my eldest child, is extremely, extremely upset. Her brother, who is 7 years younger than her, is taller than her, and she's officially decided that she's a midget now.
And for God's sake, don't just tell her that girls are shorter.
I didn't. I just told her that she's a midget.
That's probably actually better, I think. I don't know.
She says she's not legally a midget, and I say it doesn't matter. She's still short.
Probably get money for it.
You know, Martin Mull has a love song
Did you
called
color your
Margie the
hair
Midget.
again?
No.
No? Is it just pulled back so I can see all the purple? Okay, it was just the way the light was hitting it. Midgets are throwing things at me.
Martin Mull has a love song called Margie the Midget.
I'm stealing this.
Your brother
I
already
married
destroyed
a
it.
midget, why not? I thought about it an awful lot, and I couldn't think of any reason that didn't seem small. And we go walking hand in ankle
Yes, you are a midget.
down to the wharf.
Oh, Moss says you're a dwarf.
Yes, Kai is indeed a dwarf.
Did not say that.
That's what he said. He said you're a dwarf.
It is not what I said. You are lying.
Kai is a dwarf.
Here, come here, Jojo. Show everybody your hair.
You can call Moss a
How do you change playback speed
It's
on
hair.
Audacity?
Which one is he?
Huh?
Which one is he?
See,
Moss.
when I was a kid, only little old ladies had blue hair.
Huh?
That's definitely a boomer.
She says you're a... Tala says you're a... Stop that, Jojo. If she wanted to be on camera, she'd be over here.
I don't like
Tala says you're
I
a
s-
boomer.
I said when I was a kid, only little old ladies had blue hair.
sister short, but us.
Mm. Huh?
Nobody gets to call my sister short or a dwarf, but us.
I called her short. He said something about a wharf, and I pretended that he said that she was a dwarf.
Never mind. He's not a boomer. He's fine.
Okay.
But Kai is a dwarf.
But Kai is a dwarf, yes.
Does she have to pluck her eyebrows to keep them from growing all over her forehead? If not, then she's not a dwarf.
You're half a centimeter shorter than me, so you cannot say anything until you're taller than me.
Where?
You might become more of a poema than me.
I thought Eric said he was coming in a couple minutes.
He did say that, but yeah, it's like Bill's couple of minutes.
Give me
Ah,
Kai, that ain't saying much.
it's like, give me a minute. I'm listening to Leo.
Yep.
Father, she's not sharing the cat.
All right, do you want to be on
So-
camera? Okay.
I'm willing to kick you in the balls.
All right, no fighting
You're asking for a lot.
unless I'm involved in the fighting. And then I'm going to kick all your butts.
JC, clean.
All right, give me the cat.
Bill,
That's
you don't want to get this old.
I didn't want to get this old. What are you talking about?
You spend all your time complaining you're not over the hill yet, and then you turn around and you can't even see the damn hill.
Do you see my fuzzy?
He's a cute orange cat.
He's very fuzzy.
Yeah, ours are short hairs, but they're still nice and soft.
It's my fuzzy.
All right, I gotta get off of here, kids.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to go here soon. My children are fighting, so I need to go, you know.
Join in the festivities.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Roundtable.
Okay, so you do have the topic picked, and it's going to be
Yeah.
DNS.
Well, we're gonna go through some of the basic stuff to understand when you're wanting to start thinking about setting up a server that you want to be able to access from the outside internet, because you need to start by understanding how TCP/IP works and why it's important to have something to not necessarily give you a static IP address, but to make your IP address resolvable from the internet. So
I've actually thought about setting up my own script in the past to automatically send me a new IP address whenever it changed and have that file read, but blah.
I mean,
I shall see about getting the show notes with some news in them, and
I
I'll
would
fix
appreciate
everything
that.
I will fix everything that Londoner put in.
Harsh.
Just keeps
You have no
on
idea
coming.
how much work I've done just to fix what Londoner puts in.
All right, kids. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. Ending the stream.